Week number 2. Washington State will travel to Wisconsin for what should be an incredible environment. It's always a great home crowd at Wisconsin, but Coug fans will be there ripping, roaring, and ready to roll. And that should be an incredible sea of red. And then we know this game's going to matter, right? You plant the flag at midfield on the road. They're coming back ready. You can circle this game and put it in pen every year, but we love to highlight the Apple Cup, Week 13, Friday night.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to talk about this one. We go to Wisconsin just because we enjoy the storytelling aspect. Jake Dickert played at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, right? So there's some Wisconsin ties here. Yeah, dash. Hey, regardless, I love this. I love this opportunity early on. I think these two programs, what Paul Chryst has done at Wisconsin, what Jake Dickert will do at Washington State, I think they're going to mirror each other. It's going to be tough outs, going to be physical programs. They're going to try to get after one another. So that one is a huge one as Jake gets to go back to an area where he's got a little bit of history. I look at the following week. They get a nice little game at home against Colorado State, and then they get Oregon at home. And then they get Cal at home. If they could win 2 of those 3, and then away they go to SC, Oregon State into a bye, they'll be able to, again, make some noise. And you look at their schedule, at least for me, when I first glanced at it, I was like, that's tough, Oregon, Cal, SC. And then I'm reminded, they got a guy named Jaden Delore at quarterback. Right? This dude, if I had to pick a guy to go play in the backyard with or draft on my team, I'm picking this dude because he can do a little bit of everything. He doesn't get enough love, in my opinion, around the country. Of course, we're out here. We know and have seen what he can do and how electric he is. You referenced the planting of the flag. Like that, of course, is going to be a storyline later on in the season. But his confidence is something that will bleed to that entire offense. They're going to have a new offensive scheme. So I look forward to this team. That stretch of games, Oregon, Cal, SC, Oregon State, are ones that jump out. Then they get a bye, and they get to reset. Remember, this year, they had a bye, I think it was week 9. It was the latest bye among any team in the Pac-12. So good for them. They get it earlier. Everybody this year, it's between week 6 and week 9 other than Stanford. So I like how it is set up for Wazoo to make a little bit of noise because quietly they've got a veteran team. Lose a couple of linemen to the NFL, but quietly I think they've got some depth that will get them some early wins.
Speaking of quietly, all the Utah-Washington State games are really good. And that's the game coming off the bye. And Utah's also coming off a bye before they go up to play that game in Pullman.